Hey, my name is Anya Burgess, and I own SOLA Violins in downtown Lafayette. I was born and raised in Boston, Mass. SOLA is an acronym, I guess, for South Louisiana, but it also is two notes in the musical scale. So if you know the song Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, when I realized that, I just knew that it was the perfect name. You know, the business has grown a lot since I started it about 20 years ago. I started off in my dining room, graduated to a separate building behind my house where I had a nice workshop, and then moved the business to Lafayette about 5 years ago to a small space in the same building where I am now. And then a couple years ago, moved to this larger space right on the corner. I grew up playing different instruments growing up, but I found that when I got to college and started kind of branching out a little bit, I was drawn to the violin, and it was really kind of love at first sight, no looking back. I mean, once I picked up the violin, I just knew that that was my instrument for life. So we do rentals of violin family instruments. We do all kinds of repair and restoration of violin family instruments, and that would be violins, violas, cellos, and basses. Upright basses. And then we also sell instruments, violin family instruments, and all of their accessories, bows, cases, strings, that kind of thing. What this store has taught me, or this profession has taught me, is that it's a long trajectory. So it's a profession that takes years, if not decades, to become proficient and even longer to master. I play in two different bands locally. The Magnolia Sisters and Bonsoir Catin. And both bands have been nominated for Grammy Awards, so I've been to the Grammys a couple times. The fiddle is one of the main instruments in Cajun music, and it has been since the very start. The violin and the bow are very traditional instruments that have been, they were designed 300 years ago, and not too much has changed in their design or in their materials since then. Most of the wood comes from Brazil. It's called Pernambuco. And the hair on the bow is horsehair. Those horses mainly come from Upper Mongolia, in like a cold weather climate. Horsehair is both strong and fine and smooth. I think what drives me to be a better business owner is kind of a natural curiosity and motivation to always continue improving my craft and learn more, network more each day, each year, better than the last. I've worked on some very great instruments that have been played by legendary people. Of course, all of the Cajun masters in the area, Dewey Balfa, Wade Fruget, Canray Fontenot, Dennis McGee, on and on, Tony Thibodeau. All of those instruments have come through the shop, and I've worked on them and set them up and kind of brought them back to life so that they're back in top shape again. I love Lafayette. It's a music city. I love the way of life. I love how laid back people are and their approach to their lifestyle, with the focus on basically having fun, hanging out with your family and your friends, above all else. I don't see myself leaving anytime soon, if at all. Thanks for watching this month's Cox Business Entrepreneur Profile, brought to you by Developing Lafayette.
goodness gracious.
Jolie Blonde.
That is so cool. And it sounds so good.
This room is good too, because it's small. Yeah, it's just a really fun instrument to play. I don't know. It's good.
Play some of your weird stuff.
All right. Twist my arm.